Hello friends, how are we all doing? Happy Monday, good to be back. It's been a little while. Overlay might look a little bit different, but we're going to continue on with our Hard Gold, Soul Silver, Shiny Oni Nuzlocke. We're going to do some Dynamax adventures as well. I need to get the Necrozma very sharpish, so I'm going to try and do it while we're doing the hunt for Heracross, so it should be an interesting stream nonetheless. Professor Oak, how are you doing? Steinthor, Orb, Mighty, Michael, Ken, Elizabeth, how are we doing? I hope you're all well and having a good day. Rich, great to see you, mate. Good afternoon. And Chloe, Phoenix, Olio, how are we all doing? Good to see you all. Good to be back, and we'll get into the swing. I need to pick something. Okay, we'll go Araquanid. I guess we're going Araquanid on this first run. Doesn't matter. Necrozma not the toughest to go through, but at least we start off with a Heracross encounter. I'm hopeful that we get the Heracross today, but how is everyone? How is everyone? I hope you're all doing good and having a great day. And why is this all wonky? This is... This should be, we're like missing bits off here. There we go. Okay, Spearow is. Just sort this overlay out. Right, we've got 6 seconds. We'll go for the dark because we need it. As you know, chat, it's gonna take me a minute to get used to juggling everything as we're doing multitasking. I'm not the best at it, but we'll get there. Hopefully we get this shiny Heracross so we can move on today. That'd be nice. But the Bishop's going to be handy for this Necrozma. If anyone does want to jump in and do raids with us today, then let me know. I'm happy to open them up and we can hop on together, but I'm not sure how many of you have got your Sword and Shield copies at the go, but we'll see as we go on. Love seeing the live notification pop up. Welcome back, Wadey. Thank you so much, mate. I'm sorry it has been a while trying to juggle a bunch of things at the minute. So had a little bit of spare time this afternoon. It's probably not going to be the longest stream today, but I thought I'd jump on when I get a little bit of time to try and catch up with you all. Get through some of these hunts and make some progress in the quests that we've got going on at the minute. Guess what came in the mail during the break from the streams? You got the glasses, mate. I found them. I located them. The Squirtle Squad glasses are back. Here we go. If we get the shiny Heracross, I'll wear them for the entirety of this run. Is that a promise I should keep or I should not keep? Nice to hear you got them though, Ken. Got them ready to go and all that, mate. It's very, very exciting. And no Heracross there. Great to see you back. Let's hope you get that Heracross soon. Thank you, Polly. I hope you've been keeping well, and thank you for the good luck. We definitely need it as always. The Heracross, the elusive Heracross. We're getting through the resets though. We're doing not too bad, aren't we? We're I'm hoping we can get this Necrozma. I've done a bunch. All the encounters I've done have been off screen, but I have been keeping count. Mighty, I was trying to do RNG manipulation on white 2 to get shiny Oshawott. How's that been going, mate? I don't know why, since I already have one in violet, but man, it is hard. I've never done any RNG manip in black or white, but I hope you have some luck going forward, mate, with it. Archer 65, how are you doing today? Hope you're well, my friend, and having a good day. This has got Defiant, that's going to proc it, which I don't really want to do. Liquidation is probably the safer option out of the two. Afternoon, due to yourself, I've started a shiny run on these games. Not shiny Totodile after 1093 resets. That's amazing, Archer. That's awesome to hear. Congrats, mate. Followed by Cyndaquil after 2389 resets. Get in there. That is what we like to hear. Onto Geodude, and I hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much. I'm a lot better than I was, actually feeling great compared to the last time I was on stream, struggling through, but that was a weird month. But now we've got the end of the VG seasons all done, no more trips away, so gonna be a nice run at home for a little while, which is good, which I always appreciate. So it's nice to be back. Just need to kind of get on top of everything that I've got going on outside of the channel at the minute. Bug, how are you doing, my friend? I hope you're well, having a good day. Nice to see that we get 7-star Terrorids like back to back as well, which we haven't had for such a long time. So taking a loss as well with the Jolteon so early on, not what we like to see, but hopefully we can get rid of this Bishop sharpish. Marcus, good morning, my friend. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hope you've been keeping well, mate. And Rich, good to see you back, mate. Thought today might be the day. Hope you've been keeping well. Great stuff at Bologna. Thank you so much, mate. Bologna was a lot of fun. It was a nice event to end the season as well, for Europe at least. So really enjoyed it, my friend, and I hope you enjoyed the battles and things that we had going on that weekend. It was, I mean, every battle was just absolutely crazy. Maybe other than the final, which was a bit of a letdown, but you generally see that with events. I think finals are generally, I mean, the exception of NAIC yesterday, which was just crazy, right? I don't know if you guys saw that final. Pat did amazing. I was just blown away by Pat's run. Hard lines on Aurelian, because it's hard, right? Aurelian's been to so many finals this season alone. It's like you thought this one would be the one that would get him across the line, but unfortunately not. So yeah, a little hard to see from that point. But getting back to Pat did such an incredible job. It was awesome to see. So hopefully Pat can carry that success on into the World Championships later this year, which would be amazing to see. Who has seen the Baki Hammer? I have not, mate. How is it? How was it? Should say. Any word if you're able to say in Worlds? Even if I could. Well, if I could, I would, but what's going on with my screen? Poison jab is our only option. No, I couldn't say. Even if I, you know, if I knew anything, I wouldn't be able to say. Unfortunately, not. See a lot of content creators though, getting their invites out there, which is nice to see. There's a good amount of content creators. It's a problem between the US and EU. Like EU has no Pokemon like support like that or very, very little content creator support like the US does. US gets a lot of support for content creators and established creators, whereas EU's, it's well, I'll leave it at that. Worlds apart, I will say. Gotta go to the event, but didn't get to watch the final yet. Oh, Caleb, nice. I hope you had a great time, mate. I hope you had an awesome time when you were out there. Looked so much fun. NAIC is definitely an event I gotta get to at some point to play. I would love to play, maybe next season. See, I know I've been talking to Costa about it, so we'll see what happens. Wanted Grim to win. Yeah, I mean, Aurelian's team was really nice, but you know, Ice Rider winning, you know, it keeps up the theme of a restricted win in all of these different events. You know, Ice Rider hasn't won a major event in NA or Europe yet. I guess Terrapagos hasn't either, but Terrapagos won Japan Nats, so I kind of count that as one, you know. So Krause, how you doing, mate? That Terracall on the Grimmsnarl. Yeah, that was a crazy game. Game 2, Rich, was absolutely insane. Yeah. The way Aurelian like brought that back, you were like, pfft. I thought at that point Aurelian had it locked up there and just made it so difficult for Pat to get any sort of foothold in the game from there. But yeah, made some like absolutely baller plays, and you could see like the you know, afterwards Patrick talking about how he kind of baited Aurelian in. I think it's a really good thing for like a lot of players to take into consideration when they're playing. You know, you can really bait your opponent in certain positions to doing certain things. It's going to make it a lot more favorable for you. And yeah, it worked like a dream, didn't it? It was amazing game. Frank, how you doing? Ken, yeah, worlds apart, but in reality only 3,000 miles. Yeah, that's very true, mate. It's crazy because like TPCI, like as a play Pokemon organization, is so established in Europe. Like, I mean, you see our European circuit, right? But from a, you know, if I was not a caster and just a content creator, I think you have a very hard time to get into that circle and get any sort of support or association, I should say, like the NA content creators get. So, but that's another subject for another day, isn't it? They're about to dominate competition like Prime Shearer, mate. I don't know. I mean, if I come back, I will put the time in for sure. Especially if it's an IC. Like, I haven't played an IC. I was talking about this in Bologna. I haven't played an IC since 2017. The ones that I have been in attendance of, able to go to, there's been a couple of years where I haven't been able to go to them. Well, 1 year I haven't been able to go. It was 2019. That was Berlin. But every other one I've been asked to cast, so very fortunate in that respect, you know. But it would be nice to kind of travel over to play one for sure. Pat bringing Pelipper game 3 was such a good decision. Yeah, I mean, just for that adjustment alone and the way that he kind of baited the Terrapagos to terrestrialize with the terrestrialization on the Calyrex, you know, I mean, that series of plays at that beginning of the game was like, it's enough to say, okay, yeah, you deserve to win this. I mean, you deserve to win anyway because you won, but those plays were just phenomenal. Pat was great. So hopefully we see more of them in the future. I'm excited about Emboar bug. Yes, the Emboar coming. It's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a tricky one for sure. I don't know if you've seen the video that I put out like half an hour ago with some builds. I think it's really hard to it's going to be a difficult raid this week, I think, because it's like brand new territory, because like all the other raids, right, majority of them we've had like replica terra types, whereas the electric we haven't had yet. And Emboar makes it way more difficult because of the coverage that Emboar has. Like, Emboar's coverage is crazy. It's bulky, it's got bad defensive base stats, but it's got good HP base. So it's going to be a bit tanky. It's got the potential to set up. It's got the potential to disrupt. It's got reckless ability as well, which makes it extremely difficult. So I think it's going to be a very tough raid. And it'll all come down to the coverage options that it does have access to. Right, let's get this Necrozma. Let's see, can we get it? Come on. Brian, how you doing? How do I do the channel membership thing again? Looks like the button to join is missing. YouTube's taking it away. YouTube's like, you can't become a member. It depends what if you're on mobile or if you're on PC. It should be below the channel button there, but I'm not too sure, mate. I'm like the worst person to advocate joining the membership. And I appreciate everyone that joins the membership, and I should push it, but I'm like, I should know more information about it. And I think I'm done with the vertical stream. I'm not gonna say I'm done with the vertical streaming, but I just feel like, nah, we've done our experiment, and I think we're gonna go back to like horizontal streaming from going forward. To be honest, I feel like that trial period of it is, I've done enough with the analytics to say, yeah, it's I'm probably going to revert back to this now, which is better, to be honest, for the content, because it means we can do dual hunts, we can do other things rather than just locking into like one thing all the time, which was definitely a big drawback for me, because I kind of like, you know, if we're doing this, I could do the Deoxys hunt at the same time, or the Dynamax adventure raids, you know. So there's kind of like two things that we could do and 4 things that we could do in all time. We've got Safari Week coming up, so I might have some stuff planned for that, which would be, no, I don't want to run. What am I doing? I'm pressing the wrong button on the wrong console. I want to run from this one. Oh my god, I had some horrendous. So I had the Raikou fail a little while ago where I ran from it, and then Entei I was hunting in Ultramoon, and I reset over Shiny Entei because I was on 2 consoles doing it, and I reset over it, and it was painful reset over the Entei. Yeah, more horizontal. So says Garchomp. I mean, it could do all right, you know. I think, yeah, it's probably a good option to look at for sure. Does Palisand have water absorb? No, it gets water compaction, water something, compaction. something like that. Basically boosts its stats when it gets hit by a water type attack. Okay, well, there's the first Necrozma down. Let's catch it. Let's see if it is. Imagine if we get it. And the first one. Somehow Pokemon with water absorb are often good. Yeah, I mean, against water types, yes, but not against like fire and fighting. There's like the water absorbability against Emboar is going to be super pointless because you're not going to get any advantage in that raid against the Emboar. It's not going to use any water type attacks. I mean, it does get Scald, it was mentioned, but I mean, otherwise it's not going to be of any use at all. So I would not go looking at Pokemon with. Nope, nothing there. Okay, and nothing there. All right, but yeah. And Brian, thank you so much for becoming a latest member of the Squirtle Squad, my friend. It is massively appreciated, as always. You know, thank you for the support, mate. Really appreciate it so much. Don't invite others. And what are we gonna go with? Pangoro is pretty good because the fighting. I always kind of tend to like to go for fighting and dark. Fighting dark's very good because you can get other dark types and ghost types as well, which is nice. I feel like the Vittle stream would be nice occasion, just for the exposure aspect. Yeah, it's good for subscribers. Like, you would not believe. Like, it's so good for subscribers and things like that. And just the exposure in general. But for like average duration, it actually really hurts the channel, and it really hurt the channel doing the vertical streams, because your average view time, which is like bases on your CPM and your RPM, because your average view duration, because you're having so many people coming in and just dropping out, so your average view time is like, you know, 1 to 2 to 3 minutes at best. So it really pulls down all of that, which is not ideal. So that was one of the big reasons why I'm like, man, I'm not sold on it. And if you're more worried about like the vanity metrics of like subscribers and things like that, then sure, it's great for all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, water compaction, that's the one. Should be immunity like well baked. Yeah, that's very true, Dragonstorm. It should be. It'd be nice if it give you the because it would be such a better ability, right? It would be. Flash Fire, I do like, Ken. I mean, check out the video that I put up. The only caveat, like Armarouge, I think could be the best of the best, but it all depends if it's got Head Smash. Like if the Emboar's got Head Smash, which it could do, but then when you look at like the moves that it's gonna have, right? It's like, might not have Head Smash. Also, Head Smash gives you coverage against flyers, which you've already got that coverage with the Wild Charge. So you think, you might, if there was a move to drop for coverage, I think Head Smash might be the one that you would drop. So it opens the door then for maybe Armarouge, Skeledirge to have a really good time against it. So potentially, I think, but if it's got Head Smash, I think you have to be like, nah, we can't. You can't you can't bring Armarouge because it's just gonna get absolutely bodied. I think the overwhelming offense from that alone would be too much. But Armarouge resists the fighting. It has the immunity to the fire. Just has to worry about the electric. But as soon as you can terrestrialize, you can kind of get around that. So it's not terrible, you know. And then you can Acid Spray. You can Iron Defense. You can Calm Mind. You can pretty much blow through the raid pretty quickly, I think. So that's one of the big things. Ceruledge isn't bad either. No, not at all. I think Ceruledge is all right. The reason why I'd say Armarouge is better, and I say this in the video, is just because when you look at Emboar and its ability to set up and things like that, it's always boosting its defense and its attack. So for a physical attacker, it's always going to be more difficult, I think, for the physical attackers to break through and have that speedy run through. Whereas if you're a special attacker, Emboar doesn't really and isn't probably going to have anything to boost that special defensive stat or lower the special attacking stat on your side of the field. So I think that's the angle that you would preferably go from, right? Scorching Sands as well is a nice option because it has the 30% chance to burn, which is always going to be really useful. So like, it just hinges on the moveset, what coverage it does have. So we'll have to wait and see when it goes live later this week. I may use Groudon, Mighty Munchkin. Groudon's probably not a bad idea. Probably not bad at all. It's just kind of get through the raid. How fast will it be? That'll be the thing, you know. Don't use Precipice Blades. Yeah, and Steinthor, like Steinthor mentions, the drought could punish you quite hard, you know, because those boosted Flare Blitzes are going to be hitting like extremely hard. Groudon's good defensively, but even then, you know, those boosted Flare Blitzes in the sun are going to be hitting very hard, especially if it gets a bulk up or a curse under its belt, you know. Emboar probably has really strong fire moves. I would say it's probably going to, like, 100% it's going to have Flare Blitz. It might have Overheat as well, you know, just to alleviate that. I'm good without it. I'm good with Pangoro. I think we could probably take Pangoro to the end. What have we got there? Flyer. Got anything there? We got an item. Could we take the ice? The ice is probably not too bad. We'll take that. GeForce V, how are you doing today? I hope you're well, mate. Will you ever play as a competitor in VGC again? I will next season. Yes, I will. Yeah, I do plan to. Yes, won't be early season. It'll be into the new year. But the plan is there to do something. So depends as well. I might not even get asked back to cast. So if I don't get asked to cast, I mean, my options are few and far between. Let's go for a Tortured before we do this hammer on. James, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well and having a great day. Blades is so inconsistent. Yeah, Blades is terrible. Do not rely on the Blades. They did Groudon dirty in Scarlet and Violet though. Like, they could have just like fixed Origin Pulse and Precipice Blades to be 100% accurate, you know. I feel like when you've got like Glacial Lance and Astral Barrage that are just absolutely such oppressive moves, but they're 100% accurate, it makes like Groudon and Kyogre's life so much more difficult. I know they get this. Well, Groudon doesn't get anything to boost those ground type attacks. Kyogre at least gets the rain to kind of alleviate that dodgy accuracy, but Groudon gets nothing. Poor Groudon. They should have just brought back the blue and the red orbs and just said, yeah, the primals are allowed back in for one time only. I would have. That would be nice. Ruben, how you doing, mate? Hope you're good. Having a great day, my friend. My favorite Pokemon is Gliscor. Be disrespectful if I didn't try and use it. It would be. You've got to try the Gliscor. You have to. I love Gliscor as well. Gliscor's not a bad option, to be honest. Stellar Gliscor could be good. I think it's just those fire type attacks that are going to be a little bit annoying to deal with. It's got good move options as well for like be able to. I think it gets Screech. It definitely gets Swords Dance. Not sure if it gets Bulk Up. Bulk Up would always be a good option on it. So it's impossible you don't get asked back to cast. You do a great job. Thank you, Professor Oak. I feel like you're a little bit biased though, my friend, but I do appreciate the very kind words, mate. You are super kind. Let's go quick claw because this thing can automize, can't it? No, I do appreciate that, but there will be a day where, you know, the team is getting bigger all the time. They're bringing younger casters in. There's probably going to be a time where they're like, we want to change it up. And, you know, when that time comes, I've had a good run. I will appreciate all the opportunities that are being given. But at the end of the day, I still love the game. So I'll still be involved in competitive Pokemon in some way, shape or form. But no, any opportunities I get, I absolutely am so grateful for, and for however long they keep asking me back, I'll keep accepting. So we'll see. But I do plan to play competitive next year. I need to with the new channel that we'll have coming over the summer, doing competitive content. As I say, it will be a different angle to what I used to do. But I think it'll be very, very exciting. And I think to kind of coin in with that, I need to play competitive events as well, which I haven't done in a long time, and I do miss. So it would be nice to spend some actual time training up, getting good, trying to get good and see what I can do. Xia, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Hopefully something shines for you today. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Hopefully we can see something shine. If it's the Necrozma or the Heracross, I'll be very happy. Anything would be good. Got shiny Alpha Unknown. Nice. Alpha Bergmite and Alpha. Oh, you've been on the Alpha hunts. Congrats on all those shinies. That's awesome. Hope the luck continues with you, mate. Found a build that could help against 7-star Emboar Jarrett. Terra Ground and Ninetales with Flash Fire. It could help. It could be a good option, Jarrett. Definitely. I feel like I don't ever want to write anything off. I think the electric's going to be a bit difficult until you can terrestrialize. So if you can get through that initial phase of the game, I think the fighting type moves are going to be a little bit annoying to deal with as well. But if you can get through that initial part until you can terrestrialize, I think, yeah, it could probably do a decent job for sure. Like, if anything, Astro Barrage and Glacial Lance shouldn't be 100% accurate to match Blades and Origin Pulse. Yeah, that would probably be the other way to go, right? I felt like Game Freak knew how, like, busted Shadow Rider Calyrex would be coming into this format with terrestrialization, so they purposely give Terapagos the normal typing to be a semi-decent counter to it, you know? Right, there's another one down. Petro, how you doing? And Charlie, great to see you. I hope you are both doing great and having nice days. And Virtuoso Matt, great to see you, mate. I hope you're having a good day yourself. It's been a little while, but I hope you're all keeping well. And as always, great to see you all. Just hope ground Terra type Ninetales can help, because I don't have a Skeledirge and I only have one Armarouge. One Armarouge is all you need. You know, I think the thing to get, I think the safest bet at this stage is going to be like Clodsire. I think Clodsire is going to be a good option. Quagsire, Swampert as well. If you did the last 7-star Terra raid, Swampert's going to be good. I always get deceived. Sealer looks way too blue, but it's not shiny. It's not. Okay, that's another one down. Right, let's see. What gym did you struggle with? Which gym? Ruben. In which game? I don't know. Like, if you're playing Hardcore Nuzlocke, I guess like some of the gyms are pretty difficult, but if you're just casually playing through, like, none of the gyms are really that difficult, to be honest. Obstagoon, we'll go with you. You will be good. Sharo, how are you doing? It has been a little while. I hope you're doing good. Necrozma and Heracross. Yeah, I need the Necrozma for like the project that I've got going on at the minute. So I need to try and get this ASAP. So that's why I wanted to do it alongside this today. And it feels like we've got enough room to be able to kind of do both at the same time. As well as just getting some resets in on this Soul Silver Nuzlocke that we're playing as well. So hopefully we can get that through. I got the Solgaleo on Friday. I got Solgaleo. Crazy. I was just doing some alongside another hunt that I've got. I'm not going to let out the bag at the minute, but I did get the Solgaleo, which is amazing. So I've got the Necrozma to do, and I just need Lunala after that, but I need the Lunala route, which I do not have. So hopefully we can see something shine. And I'll probably mix in with the Deoxys. We'll do the Deoxys at some point this week, and I'll probably carry on doing the Dynamax Adventure raids for as long as I need to until we get the ones that I'm after. Shiny Celio's pink. Well, there's me corrected. Petro, thank you, mate. Of course it is. I'm hunting in Castilia sewers at the moment. Black 2 hunting a shiny. Nice, mate. That's awesome. Good luck with the shiny hunts, Cross. I hope you get a lot of luck very soon, my friend. If you do, let us know. can. If it's truly got a bunch of attacks that do recoil, skill swap it. Devastating. Yeah, I mean, that would probably help a lot. I don't know how much the recoil would do to it. You know, even if it's not got reckless ability. So it's a bit more of a gimmick sort of thing. Like, is it really going to chip down its health bar that much? I mean, it might do. Skill swap would be definitely fun to test for sure. Professor Oak, the Necrozma is a good hunt considering that it is being released in Pogo Fest. Going to shiny hunt for it myself over the weekend, mate. I hope you have a lot of luck with it. I'm sure you'll pick it up. But yeah, I like shiny Necrozma. It's like low-key it's got a nice shiny. It's very subtle, but the navy blue is super nice. Carrie, how you doing? Was able to beat my Alpha Sapphire game the other day and get the shiny charm in it. Now I can hunt Terrakion, Lake Tria, and other hunts I missed in my Omega days. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good luck with that when you get around to hunting them. Which one are you going for first? No, I'm good with Obstacoon. We'll keep the Obsta. All right, what route are we going for? We've got Psychic's probably better that side. Glalie. Is that gonna? Glalie has Dark type attack, I'm pretty sure. So we'll go that way. The only emerge I have is only for 6-star raids, which is why I can't use it against Emboar. I mean, if it works out, you could always just re-EV it and then put it back after the raid event's finished. That's always an option. I had to spend a bunch of time. I've run out of my fresh start Molchis and I can't face. Oh, we've only got 2 lash outs, which is not ideal. Let's screech this thing and then we'll try and go from there. I don't know if the lash outs we got left are going to be enough. Maybe we go for the Glalie because the crunch should be decent. Oh yeah, it's GoFest. I forget. GoFest coming up, isn't it? That's going to be very exciting. Yes. I totally forget. Then we got the Euros starting later this week as well. There's lots going on at the minute, which is great. Maybe we get a Nintendo Direct at some point as well. Facade. If I'm going to take this, I'll just go the lash out because we're going to take the Glalie. But Euros starting, I think Friday it starts. And then I'm actually going to be in Frankfurt a week Thursday to watch the England game. England versus Denmark. Very, very, very kind person offered me a ticket that they had. So I'm very excited. I've never seen a international tournament game before. So I'm so excited about going over to see it. And it's going to be like a lot of fun. I've never seen England either. So it could be a very cool match to see against Denmark as well. Solid team. But I expect us to win. Do I know the game Poker Engine? No, Shara, I don't. What's that all about? Tell me. Grenta, how you doing? I've been watching your videos on the 7-star for a while and couldn't place where I recognize you from today. Catch a live stream and you talk about casting. Good luck on the shiny hunt. Thank you so much, my friend. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do a lot of the casting for the European team, so it's a lot of fun. And very privileged to be in that position for sure. England, Denmark live. Be a fun game. Yeah, Rad Dad. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait, mate. It's like literally the first time I've ever seen England live. So we're good, I think. Aurorus isn't terrible. But yeah. See Harry and the boys hopefully get a victory for us. Did you see you can pre-order Legends ZA at Argos? Mentions it for Nintendo Switch. Huh. I did not see that, Rich. That's crazy. What's the price for it, out of curiosity? That's wild that Argos are having it on pre-order. Does it any indication of like a date for when it's going to drop then? That's wild. Love this. I love the sets you get in the Dynamax Adventure raids. You get like fake tears for lowering that special defense, and you only get physical type attacks that would be good. It's just like the most counterintuitive sets that you've ever had. All about teamwork, I feel. Promoting teamwork, isn't it? Danny, how are you doing? Great to see you. I hope you're having a great start to your week. And yeah, I hope you're having a nice Monday as well. Rich coming in at $49.99. That's like a... That feels like a Switch game price, right? I feel like if it was Switch 2, it would be $69.99. Do you think? That's wild. I'll be class seeing England at the Euros. I did the same in Marseille in 2016 and loved it. Oh, that's amazing. There's a hope when we bounce back from the Iceland friendly, hit the ground running. Yeah, I know that game. I feel like I'm not counting that because I feel like a lot of the players there just were like treating it more as a training session rather than anything else, not wanting to get injured before the tournament. And you'd kind of prefer that as well as a fan, right? You'd prefer the team to go out and be like, lose, not have a good showing, and then be more in the place of, yeah, we're fresh for the actual tournament where things and results do matter, rather than seeing like Saka like absolutely have a blinder and be like, oh my god, Saka's gonna have a blinder in the Euros, but in the 89th minute, because he's just run his socks off the whole game against Iceland, which means nothing, pulls up with like a hamstring or something, you're like, yeah. So I was all right with it. I don't take too much importance on that Iceland game. It was pretty dire though, wasn't it? It was pretty sad. I don't know, Rat Dad Online. Don't take anything I say in regards to Switch 2 prices, because I have no idea. I'm just pulling numbers out of the sky. I'm expecting them to be like $69.99 or $59.99. I think they'll be more expensive than the Switch games for sure, but who knows? There might not be. Might be a lot cheaper. I hope. But yeah, if they are like $69.99, that's gonna be sad. Very amazing you're going to see England, Matchley. Hope you have a great time. Thank you, mate. And I do wish Spain all the best. Spain, you know, my soft spot. They've I see they've got some called up some interesting players for the first time. Hopefully they have a good tournament. Just hoping, like, England should do well. England should be one of the favorites with the team they've got, the players they've got, but it's not always how it works out. Hope to see you live. Thank you, Danny. It's been a little while. So saying at the start of the stream, I was like, I had a little bit of time this afternoon after I finished the raid video, so I was like, I'll just jump in. It's not going to be the longest stream today, but I thought I'll jump in, get to catch up, see you guys. It'd be nice to do some resets on the Soul Silver as well, and kind of kick into the rest of the week. So we'll probably be back later in the week, Wednesday. So tomorrow won't be no stream tomorrow, but like I said, it's nice to finally jump back in. Yeah, it wasn't a good watch. We'll be very different in the tournament, I'm sure. I hope so, mate. I'm hoping so. I've got this dreaded feeling that it's going to be terrible, but I'm hopeful. Same price on the game website. Just says date to be confirmed, 2025. Thank you, Ruben. Take care, mate. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll hope to catch up with you soon. Did you watch any of the MLB games in London? I didn't, mate. No. I wonder when ZA will drop, though. I don't know if it'll drop like the first half of the year. I don't know. I don't think it'll drop the same time. I don't think it'll be a January release or end of January release. I think it'll be more like March, April time, I think, when we'll get it. But who knows? We should get more info about when it's going to drop, like later this summer, I would imagine. You know, it shouldn't be too long before we do get some more info on when it'll be coming out. Also, just more information on the games in general. Because we've got Zip at the moment, haven't we? Just a lot of 4chan rumors that are doing the rounds as usual. I hope Spain does well, but they lose regardless. Go Netherlands. Go Netherlands. Yeah, Holland have a very strong team, don't they? They do have a strong team, so I could see them doing very well. Sorry, got a little excited. Rad Dad. Come on, don't let us fail this. We have, haven't we? Ah, so frustrating. Don't even want it shiny from this, and just like a petulant child now. I'm like, if any of them are shiny, we're leaving. That's the most frustrating thing in this. If you get through the raid and you don't even get to the end of it. Right, well, we'll go again. We failed at that Necrozma. That was not fun. It's weird. It's like with Necrozma, it's like you get like a really good run of Pokemon to add to the team throughout, or you just get absolute trash. It doesn't seem to be any in between. I think it probably will be March, April too, especially if it looks like it's coming before the next console. Yeah, I agree. No, Matthew, we still got the Zygarde, but the Zygarde's not. I'm in the middle of a video at the moment, and I need the Necrozma and I need Lunala to do the video to complete it. So the reason is I'm benching Zygarde for a moment and I'm moving on to these. So I needed Solgaleo, Necrozma and Lunala. I got the Solgaleo, Necrozmas now. Zygarde will come back to at another point. There's not any mad rush to do Zygarde, to be honest, just because we can kind of do Zygarde anytime, and it's not relying on like bank or anything close. And the hunt that I really need to get done is the Deoxys one. That is the one that's pressing. The Bidoof Bros. How many resets did your shiny Heart Gold Soul Silver Star take? The Chikorita took about just under 5,000, and the Cyndaquil took, I want to say it was over odds, but it was around full odds. So around that 8,192. Yeah, it was pretty brutal for both of them. Considering that you see like 3 at a time, you think it's going to be a quick hunt, but it never turns out to be. So we'll see how long we have to go for with a Heracross. That's probably going to be maybe longer. Shiny Heracross giving you a hard time. Shiny Heracross is always going to be a difficult one, I think, just because of the way that you have to hunt it in these games. But we'll keep going. I'm confident that we will get it. It will be worth it for the playthrough, though. When you're making videos for a current gen, how many saves do you normally have to keep track of? What do you mean the guides, Caleb? In general. If you're just referring to like just the guide content and things like that, I only generally use my Scarlet copy. So just one really. For the odd thing I have, like I obviously for the version exclusives and things like that, I do have a Violet copy that I've played through. But generally just one copy of the game is generally all I need. And I don't have any like save points or anything like that, so I don't have a custom firmware switch to do the content on, so it's all basically done as you guys would do with your regular Switch as well. So but you might be meaning something different, so if you are, let me know. Right, which way are we going? The rock type, I think, is the way. Have you seen other shiny than Heracross? Like you got... No, this is still phase 1, Shara. And I kind of wish in a way that I was counting all of the encounters as well, because it would be a lot more than just 825 that we're on right now. Let's go Muscle Band. Let's try that. Right, Dad, have a great day at work, mate. Thank you so much for coming by as always. But hope you have a great day, mate, and I'll catch up with you soon. Not a big international football guy, truth be told. I'm not, if I'm honest, but when tournaments are on, I'm normally like I get way more into it when tournaments are on, so I feel like tournament season I'm like all into it. But I guess that's because club football's just not around most of the time. Like when it's a normal season, I'm just more like, this is a bit of a hindrance. I'd rather the Premier League kind of be continuing then, which sounds really bad, but if I had to pick one of the two, I would always pick Newcastle over England. Who I'd prefer to watch. But I always support England when they're playing. Just sometimes qualifiers and stuff I'm never that interested in most of the time. Landorus could work for Emboar. It has Intimidated, Scorching Sands, and Bulk Up. Yeah, I think Landorus could be a decent option for sure. Definitely one to look at. The problem is just... No, the Intimidate could be good. I think the fire type attacks are going to be like very, very threatening. I think they're going to be one of the big things that you have to watch out for quite heavily with this raid in particular. Especially if it's got like... Sunny Day. Bulk Up. It's going to be hitting so hard. David, if anyone wants a shiny Lotad, I got a few extras. Nice. The events over the weekend. David, I didn't catch. Did you manage to get one with the mark? Caleb, I was thinking for like shiny hunting and things. I didn't know if you had to do like 3 saves for different legends options. No, generally, I still, for most of the hunts that I do, there's still only like just 1 copy and then just that 1 save for everything really. I try and keep everything as legit as possible. Might in the long run make it a lot harder, but now I feel like if I'm doing it the way that everyone else would do it, it should come out better as a guide rather than, you know, I don't know. But yeah, that's basically how I do it. I don't overcomplicate anything, Caleb. Need to drop off for meetings. Good luck with both the hunts, Polly. Hope the meetings go well, and thank you so much for coming by as always. What is that? That's Gorlurk. We probably are better off going the dark route because the Gorlurk might be a bit of a problem, although Gorlurk will be a lot better against the Necrozma, but it depends what this is. Oh, Landorus has Rain Dance as well. Oh, well, that makes a huge difference. So yeah, that could be a really good option, Sicroz. I guess it just comes down to the fact that Landorus is a home transfer only, right? Which might make it a bit tough for a lot of people to have access to it. But otherwise, I think a really good option if you got it, yeah. Definitely one to look for. Poison, Max Ooze. We love to use that move when we don't need to. You didn't come up and queue for the Toon shirt, did you? Basically, it's an FC shirt, black replacement of the red. Don't say that, mate. Don't say that. I didn't though, but I did see the queues on the morning of. Crazy. The loyalty is mad, isn't it? And I think you could have just went down to JD Sports in town for like no wait, but it's different, isn't it, getting in the club shop. I've not picked up anything yet. I've heard that there are a lot of things on the way coming, like September time, for like different apparel and stuff like that, like track tops and things like that, because I think we've got the same deal as, we're like an A, is it whatever Real Madrid's tier is? I think we're the same tier as Real Madrid, so the amount of merch that we're going to have across the board should be pretty similar to what Real Madrid gets in regards to like Adidas support. So I think we're getting like, I think there's going to be like trainers that they're going to do, like Sambas maybe. There'll be different track tops and stuff like that. So I'm going to hold out picking anything up for a little while anyway. And I definitely want the 3rd kit because it's the white and green one, and it's got the old NUFC emblem on, which I way prefer to the one that we currently use. So that I'm kind of holding out for those. But the stuff that they've got out at the minute, it's kind of hard to resist because like I definitely don't want a home shirt this year. I'm not a huge fan of the block. I prefer it to actually be stripes, but that's just my preference. So I'm not a massive fan of the home shirt, if I'm completely honest. So I'd prefer to get like the away kit or the 3rd kit just this season. So we'll see what they do next year, because we know they're gonna cycle these Cycle these like crazy every single year. Why is no one taking the Lanoon? It's going to be so good. What happens when you get NPCs as your partners? Is there anything better that we can have? Not really. I mean, life orb, but do we want the additional damage? Maybe leftovers is better just for general recovery purposes. Got a shiny Xerneas the other day by Dynamax Adventures, and I was able to get Palkia Path. Nice carry, that's awesome. Shiny Xerneas, super nice. So far, my Black 2 shiny badge quest, I've had shiny Tepig in 1,593 resets and shiny Sewaddle in 4,974 random encounters. Wow, mate, it's a nice start. That's a lot of encounters to go through, though, isn't it, at this stage? But I hope the luck gets better and continues, my friend. And Mark Max, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate it. And Sword and Shield and Talking Football is excellent synergy post. I'm glad you like it, mate. I'm always conscious because I love talking football. I really do. It's a big passion of mine. But I do get conscious sometimes. I'm like, not every Pokemon fan, not just Pokemon fan, but not everyone's a huge fan of football. So I do try to steer a little bit away from it sometimes, because I feel like some people might get a little bit like, it's talking football again. But yeah, it's an exciting time of the season. It's a bit downtime. It's nice. We're waiting on the new season starting, but it's kind of like getting close to the transfer market being open, which is very exciting. So we'll see some hopefully new players coming in to a lot of teams, I'd imagine. And you got all this stuff with Man City going on at the minute, which is kind of wild. So yeah, it's and then the Euros, of course, as well, which I'm super excited for. It's gonna be good. Just interested to see which teams kind of come out. I feel like Portugal are going to be like a very strong team this year. They're going to be I could see them winning it almost. I could see Germany winning it, you know. I think Germany like might take a few people by surprise. I think they're the home nation, right? They're always going to have the advantage there, but I could see them doing well. I'd love to see England win it, but I don't know. I don't know if they're going to. They just let us down so many times in the past. I just, you know, I can't bring myself to be like they're going to do it. I love the green and white kit. Keep looking for Newcastle Falcons green and white shirt from a few years. Mate, that shirt is amazing. I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, just there's something about green, white, and black as like a shirt. It just looks so good. So yes, I'm holding out. I think it's going to be September for that third kit though as well. So it might be a little wait for that one, but it'll be worth the wait. Talk a lot of topics here though. Music, food. Yes, this is very true. Touching anime sometimes as well. Right, we got to beat this Necrozma this time. I will be very sad if we lose it for a second time through. Come on. Oh, it's so close. Right. Have we got something else to... Hang on, Mr. Mime. Of course you fainted. We go down because you've fainted to that. No, we got one more. Is something else going to be able to attack? Have we got anything to attack? Hopefully Lycanroc and Persian outspeed this thing. Don't go down. Don't go down. Persian using round. Great. Okay, well, at least we beat it. So that's good. That's another one. Sergio, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you. I hope you're well, mate. I didn't see you pop in there. So your very kind words. Hope you've been keeping all right, my friend. Great to see you, as always. Papao. 200 plus hours in Scarlet, and my Sylveon rarely left my party, but she still doesn't have a partner mark. Really? That's crazy. How? That is so unlucky. I hope you manage to get it soon. You think with that amount of time, it should have just been like a given that you had it. Joe, how are you doing? In a bit of a pickle, could use the help of a local if you'd offer the consultation. Yank here. Always been West Ham, but wife and I went to a match and had less than an A1 time. Spare indeed. So I'm sorry to hear that, mate. That is not ideal. Love Gordon and Joe Linton, but wife's family is in North London, so trying to stay in the city if possible. What's a PokeTuber's opinion? North London, you got Arsenal. Arsenal, very good team. I'm sorry to hear you didn't have a good time. Is that a shiny? Or are my eyes just deceiving me? It's not a shiny. It's not, because the shiny's like way more vibrant. I swear it's because the screen's smaller and yeah. Okay, just ignore me. No shiny again, but never mind. So North London, you got Spurs. I like Spurs and I like Arsenal as well. So they're two North London teams that are definitely good options. If you probably want more success, I would probably say support Arsenal, but it depends. Ange Postecoglou's working his magic at the moment with Spurs. And I guess you could just say, all right, do I prefer red or do I prefer white? And then that's an easy decision. If you're red, you're Arsenal. If you're white, you're a Gooner. But both decent teams for sure. And you could make the link to say, okay, I'm supporting Arsenal now because Declan Rice used to play for West Ham and he signed for Arsenal. So there's that there, right? Yeah, you've got that link. Right, where we going route wise? 2 ghosts. Go look. I think we go this route for sure. But yeah, I would always say like you should support Newcastle, because Newcastle are only going to keep getting better. I keep saying this to like, there's an Arsenal fan I was speaking to a few weeks ago, just as the league was ending, and they were like, yeah, Newcastle not gonna be good. And I was like, mate, wait 3 or 4 years. I'm telling you, we're gonna be the best team in the world. We are, but gotta be patient. It might never happen, but you gotta hope. You gotta have hope. And like Rich has said, yeah, there's a lot more outside of London. But if you want to stay because of family links, that's fine, yeah. Arsenal have a nice ground as well, so if you ever do go to a game, Arsenal's always... I mean, I just say that. Spurs have a probably the best ground in the UK, so... they've both got nice grounds. They're very evenly matched, I'd say, but at the moment, footballing-wise, Arsenal's probably just a little bit ahead. That will hurt some of my my Spurs friends, me saying that, but we've got a Storm Drain user on the team. Gotta love it. I was doing a run yesterday and it was so frustrating because there was a Bronzong on the team and I was Manectric and it kept skill swapping my lightning rod off me, so then I couldn't use my electric type attacks, and we had Toxtricity on the team as well, and it's just like the most like awkward NPC character, just absolutely sabotaging our runs to get Necrozma. It's like it just made no sense. We had that Bronzong until the end of the run as well. Managed to get 2 shiny Finizins, but had no luck with the horsey. Didn't really care about the Lotad. Sergio, very nice on the Finizins though. Were either of them marked? What can I do to retain these outbreaks? Just don't go online with your copy of Scarlet or Violet, mate. As long as you stay offline, you'll keep them in your game till the next time you go online, which is always nice. But they get you because they're going to do a 7-star Terror Raid event this week. But they do 2 weekends in a row, so you could at least keep it if you want to get the Emboar. Do I just... no, I'm good. I'm good. So yeah. And then they'll do mystery gifts as well, which is like, okay, yeah, you've got to get this mystery gift. So you have to go online then, and you lose the events that way as well. My old company built the Spurs ground. Wow, that's amazing. So they are my preference if I had to choose a London side. Well, there's a good reason, Rich. Any news on a Newcastle? I feel like Newcastle aren't going to move from St. James's Park for a while from where they are. Maybe your company does that, Rich, as well, when the time comes. I feel like it's the premier ground company to employ. Do we get greedy and go for a hydro pump rather than a water pulse? Spurs it is. Gunners took Rice. It still hurts. Well, that, yeah, for that reason, I guess, yeah. Wishing you double luck. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it, mate. Yeah. But I've got 2 nephews. And my brother-in-law. They all support Spurs, so they're big Spurs fans. So I have a soft spot for Spurs in that respect anyway. So yeah, I can't say it's a bad decision. And Arteta does my nut in. Like, yeah, he's a good manager, but he's so annoying as an opposing team to play against. Storm Drain, I keep forgetting about this. Keep forgetting. The Maractus better be doing some good damage with these boosted attacks. There we go. That was all part of the plan. Right, we're taking Golurk. Bronzong, Araquanid, and Dendonir are dead slots because of skill swap. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. The Bronzonger knows me the most. And it's always a guy with the glasses. I'm not discriminating against glasses and a mustache, but it's always that guy. It's always that NPC guy. I don't know his name, but he's always there. He's always doing nothing good. We've probably got him in this run as well. Right, let's go for the Golurk. JT Plays, how are we doing? I hope you're well. I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. I got the shiny Zekrom in about 126 resets. Wow, that is amazing. I am very envious because my Zekrom took me a long time to get. Did we? Yeah, we got Psychic. We got Psychic. Yeah, but congrats on that. That's super nice. And currently hunting Arc is 5,450, mate. Over odds. Hopefully you do see it shine soon. Jeff, how are you doing? How did you like NAIC? Mate, it was amazing. It's amazing. I didn't watch all of the games, but the games that I did... No, I don't. Why have I taken Min Xiao? Okay. This is why I need to pay more attention. Now we've just thrown the Necrozma raid completely. You had a good Pokemon that would give you a favorable matchup, and you traded for a Min Xiao, and now you've got a Beheem as an option. NAIC though was very good. Yeah, it was a very fun event. I feel like for this blunder alone, oh man, this is rough. This is really rough. We're probably going to lose lots of lives for this misclick. Yeah, I mean, amazing event to end the season, really. I mean, not end the season because we still got Worlds, right? But end the current circuit on the qualification side of things. Yeah, it's been amazing. And I was really happy to see Pat do so well. Yep, that's good. I deserve that. I deserve that. Tony, how are you doing, mate? It's been way too long. I've been able to watch your live stream. Glad to see you. Glad to see you again as well, my friend. I hope you've been keeping well. Did you have any luck catching shiny Deoxys? No, mate. We will be going back to that later this week. So we still got the Deoxys. I don't know how many resets we're on yet. Quite a few, though, I think. Quite a few. Getting close to odds, I feel, now. And Big Hammerbex, how are we doing today? I'm doing good, thanks. Thanks so much for asking. I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. I was doing better before I decided to misclick and get rid of Golurk in this run. But I guess we're going to have to rely on the Beheem. Such a weird Pokemon. Such a weird name as well. I feel like it's such a forgotten Pokemon. Right, let's hope we can get a Mega Kickoff, because that should be enough if we can. Oh, we do hit. Well done, Min Xiao. Right, let's catch it. Let's hope it's got some sort of Shadow Ball. That'd be nice. And we can go from there. I was quite impressed with my my Min Xiao prediction going into Bologna and my caster predictions. I was happy to see Min Xiao. It was on the broadcast a lot over the 2 weekends, so that did well. Terapagos did not win. I should have replaced it with Kali Shadow though. I was not brave enough though. I did think, okay, we got Dark Pulse. That's not the worst. It's not the worst. Could have been way worse. How many lives? We got 3. Okay, so we're not on the worst chip. Right. But yeah, after I failed the NT, after I soft reset on it, I wanted to cry because there had been a lot of resets. I think it was like about 4,000-ish resets up to that point for NT. So I genuinely wanted to cry. And then it took me about another 1,000 to reclaim it. And I'm pleased I did finally reclaim it. And I'm free from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon now. I don't need to go into those games ever again. I feel for a little while anyway. So that was nice to finally get it done. Always that last one. So the only two that I had issues with was the Raikou that I ran away from for whatever reason. But I can put that down to being ill at the time. In my delirium playing up. And then the Entei, which I feel like the amount of resets I was just mindlessly resetting, and then I saw it flash up just as I clicked in the buttons. The worst thing was I was using an elastic band at the time, and I'd have to adjust the band at some point through the process because it would like slip. So I would be pressing start and the R trigger, the R shoulder button to reset it, and it wouldn't lock in, it wouldn't reset, so I'd have to adjust it a little bit. And I was like, why for this one time when I make this like error couldn't it have just slipped? So I still had the shiny Entei, but no such luck. That time it was in the right place, so I was very sad about that. But it's done, I got it back, so it was a nice moment when I did get it back. I thankfully didn't get any shinies and battle them and then like knock them out or anything, or run out of PP with any of them, so I guess it could have been worse in a lot of other ways. Would have loved to have seen SSL and Wolf. Yeah, it would have been nice to see both of them make it a bit further, but what Pokemon is, it is can't win them all. That is very true. Yeah, you know, there's lots of players I think that were doing well day one, you know, and you think, wow, these guys are on a tear, and then just never got to. How crazy was Henry's team, right? Henry coming out with all the techs. That Overquill, like, I feel like he could have won that against Edu as well if he played it a little bit differently. It's easier saying it when we're not up there on the stage, but like huge credit to Henry for like getting top 8. Absolutely monstrous performance, but the team itself was just so good with the Kyogre Overquill. I feel like it just ties the team together so well. It's probably one of my highlights, I'd say, of the weekend, which was really cool to see. But nice to see Oz being represented in full force very well at NAIC as well. Phantom Dragon, how you doing? I hope you're good. Yeah. Project Horizon, how you doing? Doing Dynamax Adventures right now. Hunting shiny Buzzwolf. I'm assuming that's Buzzwole, but the Buzzwolf sounds way better, I gotta say. Right, let's see. Can we get this shiny Necrozma? How are we looking? No Rotom. No Gurlock. Beam. I wouldn't even know what Beam shiny looked like, so I'd have to check. Chad, we got it! We got the Necrozma! Yes! We've got it! Come on! Yes! We got the Necrozma! I can't believe it! I can't believe it! This is epic. This is epic that we've done it on stream as well. Awesome. Awesome. We got it. We got it. Check summary. And there we go. Ah, I've got one more to get, and it's the Lunala. The Lunala is all we need now. But I need the roots. I don't have the I don't have the root for Lunala, so that's awesome though. That is amazing. So I'll have to source the root for Lunala at some point. Wow. That's very cool. I can show you guys the Solgaleo I got the other day as well, which was super nice. So that's I've only got one in this project I've been working on for like since November. Since the start of November I've been working on this. Very cool. What nature is it? Let's see. Careful. Okay, the careful Necrozma. Right, let's go into our boxes, and I can put it with the other shinies. These are all the shinies that I've had doing these Dynamax Adventure raids, but there's the Solgaleo that I got the other day, which was just absolutely amazing. Right, we've got one more to go for this quest, and then I'll be done. But all of these are just, it's crazy the amount of shinies that I've just had through this. So let's save this, I guess, because I don't have the root, so I can't really get the Lunala. Just got Shiny Alpha Toxicroak in 9 soft resets. Very nice, Phantom Dragon. That's awesome. I'm lurking in chat. Just see a bunch of congrats. Good job. Thank you, mate. It's nice to have like the shiny drought done. I guess we'll jump over to a different screen because if I haven't got the route for anything else, I think it's this one. We can jump over to this one and we can just do the resets here and it'll be a bit quicker. So we end the stream. But that's awesome. That is awesome. I can't believe it. That's good. Okay, all we need now is to get the Heracross. All we need now is the Heracross. Yes. And if anyone, Dean, Haley, what's the quest? Solgaleo, Lunala, and Necrozma. Well, they're the only ones that I need for a video, a huge video project that I'm working on. I've scripted it all out. I'm pretty happy. It's about, I don't know, a gazillion drafts in. But I'm really happy with how it is now. All I need is the content and then to record the voiceover and then edit it all. But the content that I need is a shiny. So I've got the Necrozma and the Solgaleo. The only one that's left to do is the Lunala, but I need a Lunala route. So if there's any of you guys out there in chat that have a Lunala route and would be happy to share it with me, I would be forever grateful because it's something that I need for a video to do. And I've been asking around people that I think might have it and no one's got it, and I'm like, I can't get the Lunala because I'm in this is in Shield and my sword playthrough is on the same console, so I can't even go between consoles. I don't have another sword on another Switch to try and run through and get it. This is really laggy, isn't it? I don't know why it's so laggy today. Is it laggy or is it just me? I don't know. There we go. Deoxys we need to go for. Yes, Rich, we've got that. About to get the Heracross, I hope so. That'd be nice if we do. Rodrigo, how are you doing? Thank you so much, mate. Why are you hunting Heracross and Hardcore Soul Silver? Well, this is the hardcore shiny on Nuzlocke that we're doing in Soul Silver. So we're continuing this on. They're the team members that we got so far. Heracross is the next one that we're going to go for. I haven't put the resets numbers for the Quilava and the Flaffy, but I will update that for the next stream. Look forward to seeing the final video just in time for Bank to shut down and not be able to catch them all. Well, that might be the case, Rich. Hopefully not. Hopefully there's still some time, but by the time this video is going to take to do, yeah, it might. And Bank might have been long gone by then. Hopefully not though, mate. Hopefully not. I'm thinking I won't be able to devote a huge amount of time to the Entei Raikou resets until I finish my summer class. Hopefully there'll be enough time, James, before Bank shuts down. I expect there will. I'm having more fun training my pickup squad because I can feel progress. That's nice. Yeah. And once like the important stuff's out the way, like I think you're prioritizing everything like so smartly, mate. So those hunts will be there for when you do have some time for sure. Tony, you have the Lunala route. Tony, can I ask you a huge favor and to so I could maybe steal the route from you? That would be like, I'd be forever eternally grateful for that. But you'll just have to let me know when you're available with Sword and Shield, and I will make time to be available whenever you are. And Luke, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you, my friend. Sorry to miss you in all the chaos. Sergio, so what can I do to retain the horsey outbreaks in Scarlet and Violet? Retain them? Do you mean like so you keep those outbreaks for a long time, so you've got them to hunt in game for ages, or retain the outbreak as in just that one outbreak? So Sergio, if you don't go online, you'll keep the event in game. That's what I was meaning earlier. But to retain the outbreak, I guess you just need to not let the day tick over, and you need to not knock out so many horses that the outbreak just disappears. But once you hit that like 40 number, right, you can then, I guess, just save your game. And then if you don't get the shiny in the next process, the next phase of that, then you can just reset it and come back to it. But just make sure that the date doesn't tick over to the next day, because that will make the outbreak disappear. And available now too. Tony's available now too, mate. You're not. Okay. I will, if you're available now, I will hop online, and if you've got a code you can share with me, mate. That would be amazing, and then we can go for the Lunala, which should be like the last one. Tony, thank you so much, mate. I'm gonna have to send you something for your kind generosity, my friend. Right, so I think if we go in here and then we go anything is fine, and then we save, and then what we do is we put a code in here, which is what we'll get off Tony, I guess, when we do this. Sean, I legit open stream as you got the shiny, mate. The good luck, you brought it with you. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing good, Sean, as well, mate, and enjoyed NAIC over the weekend if you caught any of it, but you're keeping all right. And Sergio, perfect. I want to get 3 shiny horses so that I can get Horsey, Seadra, and Kingdra. Nice, mate. It's a good idea for the line, for the shiny line. Nice shinies as well to get. The hustle to get those shinies. It is a hustle, pure hustle, Bex. Like, yeah. Please give me the route. I will pay for the route. Good mate, hope you are too. Enjoyed all the Smeagol Kali combos, and then I say just knew it was going to pop up eventually. Well, mate, we saw the start of it with my good buddy Costa. Absolutely. Did you see, like in Bologna, did you see anyone see Costa's game in the last round of Swiss? Man, the guy showed what he can do. I was so happy for him. Costa did an amazing job. And then, you know, I wasn't casting the match, which is a little bit sad because I always kind of like wanted to cast the match, but I got the next best thing. I got to interview him at the end of the day. So it was really nice. Like, I got to interview Costa at the start of the day in front of the stage, and then at the end of the day we had that longer interview segment there. So that was really, really cool. Tony, thank you so much, my friend. I am forever grateful for the help with this. And 7, 2, 3, and then yep, and then invite others, and I should hop into it. I should theoretically hop in. Terrence, Costa is crazy. Costa's great. Costa's such a good guy. He's an absolute gem. But he's the thing is, right, I think people that know Costa will know how good a player he is, but I think the wider kind of VG community might not be aware of like how good a player he is. And he's such a good player, and I think he got to show that a little bit of it in Bologna. Definitely got to show it in that stream match. I said to him afterwards, I was like, you know, if you were ever to have a match on stream, like that is the match to have on stream to showcase. You know, it was an absolute bodying, like absolute bodying, you know. I hope I'm doing this right. It doesn't look like it's connecting. I think this is the way to do it though. Thank you though, Tony. That's amazing. I've played Costa before. It's such fun. Yeah, Costa's a great guy, and he's just generally he's just a genuine nice guy. He's part Greek, part Australian, part and many other things. But no, I have a lot of time, a lot of love for Costa. He's a great guy, and it's great. Yeah, I'm online. I'm pretty sure I'm online. Let's check. Am I connected? That's what I need to do. I'm pretty sure I am connected to the internet, right? Yeah. Yes, I am. So we'll go in again. Might have just been a glitch. Anything is fine. Yes. Save. And then where's Tony's code? Need to go up just to get this right. 97419723. Hopefully there's still time left. By others. There we go. Amazing. Ready to battle. Tony, thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. We got in. You have a local scene near you to compete next season, or just intend to do regions? There's actually, it's not too bad to travel to in the UK. So you've got, I know Sean does stuff up in the Birmingham Manchester, Birmingham. I think Birmingham isn't actually too bad for me to get to. Manchester's, I probably wouldn't travel there unless it was like an MSS, to be honest. But there is locals up in Bristol, which is very close to me. So Lunala we're going after. I'll go the Hitmonlee for now because that might help us get some ghost dark type Pokemon. Yeah, but Bristol for locals. And then you've got down in London, which is, there's always stuff happening in London most weekends that Matt runs. So there's those as well. Just having the free spare weekends to be able to go and do it. Right, route wise, what are we going for? Is there any dark types? Lunala with that 4 times dark weakness is what we want. The ghost typing's alright as well. That ghost type is probably the one that we want to try and target down. We go there. Electric and steel. Steel's not bad either. I would say that route, but we'll see what the team decide. Sean, close to Bristol too. So Bristol's probably the closest one for me. How long does it take to travel from the northmost point to the southernmost point in England? Probably. Right. The only reference I have for this is a few years ago. One of my best friends from school, he lives at the very top, as far as you can get, like John O'Groat's level of topness in Scotland. So I went to visit him and I flew into Edinburgh, which I feel is pretty north in the UK, right? But from Edinburgh, so I flew from Bristol to Edinburgh and then we drove from Edinburgh and it took another 7 hours from Edinburgh to get to the top of Scotland. So I think from Edinburgh to the bottom, it would probably take maybe 8 hours in total. So maybe you could do it in like 15, 16 hours, I think, which is probably for like you guys in the US, like, that's a breeze. That's an easy drive. But for us in the UK, it's like that's a massive journey. It's a huge journey. Yeah. So we should journey to Orpington together. Be so hyped. That would be a lot of fun, mate. Yeah. Gosh. You know, the one thing about Orpington, and I always like, Matt does a lot. Like the events Matt puts on, it's great for the community. But I wish you would find a new venue. That venue in Orpington is... It's bad. It's bad. It's a horrible venue. It is a horrible venue. Bex, did you have a good weekend? Yeah, I did have a good weekend, Bex. It was nice, thanks. It was my nephew's birthday party, his 5th birthday party. So we went to that on Saturday. It's like a barbecue. It's like family thing. So it was nice. And then Sunday, I got loads, like in the backyard, I got loads of stuff that we're doing at the minute. So it's pretty much out there like the entire day, slogging away at that. But otherwise, it was, yeah, it was a nice weekend. Thanks. It was pretty chill. Not a lot going on, but enjoyable. How was yours? And then in and around that, watching NAIC. So it was good. Interesting for sure, Sean. Mate, have you ever been there in winter? Sure, you've sat on the floor there before playing. Hey, it's like warmer outside than it is inside. It's the craziest. It's like, yeah, it's pretty bleak. Pretty bleak. Want the double MSS weekend in January and sat on the floor. Oh, that is rough, mate. That's rough. Surprised you didn't catch something. It was so busy. So busy, yeah, and cold. Yeah. I mean, it does its job, right? It could be... could it be worse? I don't know. I don't know if I've been to many venues that are worse than that, to be honest. It's pretty... Yeah. And it's in the middle of nowhere as well. I mean, it's handy for Matt, because I think Matt lives in Orpington, right? So it's really handy there. And Matt's a really nice guy. So I'm not bashing on Matt. I just think the venue itself is pretty bad. Do I take that? What do I keep? I'll not take it. Got legendary status. It needs to move. It needs to move. I would go the steel again, but it's just me. No, they never did the bell ring when I was there. Project Horizon. I hope you have some better luck with it. Got a Tapu Koko route from Peony. Nice. Peony, I should say. I've been saying that wrong for the longest, since Sword and Shield's DLCs. I was always pronouncing it Peony. Peony, sorry. And it's peony. Like, I never realized it was the flower. I don't know why the penny just didn't ever drop. Gonna make my darnest to try and get a Granny's McFlurry today. Granny's McFlurry. What is that, Sergio? Granny's McFlurry. Pony. Pony. The flower's called peony, which I should have known, right? But yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of interested to know what a Granny McFlurry is. Granny's McFlurry. Are they any good? That's the question. Are they any good? The Durant might not be terrible against the Lunala. Someday I'm going to get all of the shiny Tapu and luxury balls. All the Tapus have amazing shinies as well. Like, I do love all the shiny Tapus. They're very nice shinies. So Joe, it's a new McFlurry they offered last month as a special edition. My twin brother tried it and says it's really good. Yeah, but what flavor is it? Sergio, you can't just leave us hanging like this saying it's a new... Oh, I get that it's a new flavor. Well, I don't know if I got it's a new flavor. I don't know if it was just like a slang term for a really funky McFlurry. Or it could have meant that you were just going to your gran's and your gran was going to make you like a homemade McFlurry. I don't know. Like, elaborate, Sergio. We need more info. Okay. I need to pick something up soon. If no one else wants this, I'll probably go Durant. I'll claim Durant. Just googled it. Comes with butterscotch syrup, so it tastes like a Withers original. Oh, that'd probably be pretty good. It's weird that they call it Granny. Granny. A Granny McFlurry. Is Indeedee better than Tapu Lele as a psychic terrain supporter? No, definitely not. I mean, as a supporter, yes. 100% as a supporter, but as an offensive option, Lele's like by far like the superior of the two, I would say. I love Tapu Lele. It's very good. Tapu Lele can kind of support as well. The Grandma McFlurry has Grandma's syrup, butterscotch syrup, crunchy butterscotch pieces, and vanilla soft serve ice cream. Yeah, it sounds like a Werther's original flavor. I wonder if they'll bring it to the UK and just call it the Werther's original. Again, is the metal sound going to be any good against any? Oh man, this is going to be like this is rough. We've got like lots of ground weakness here. Imagine trying to shiny hunt Indeedee female with Trick Room before they allowed it to learn that move through TM. That would have been brutal. As I'm training my pickup squad of Lanoon, I'm fishing in Platinum to hopefully find a shiny Seadra or Relicanth. Gyarados is also an option, but since 4th gen, rather not have it. Relicanth would be amazing to get. It's got such a good shiny. Good luck with those, James. I really hope you get one of the two. The Seadra or the Relicanth. Because like you say, the Gyarados, kind of a given, isn't it? At least race are guaranteed. Like guaranteed indeed. Yeah, that's kind of true, yeah. Had to use outbreaks. That is rough, yeah. Well, at least today's been a little success on the whole. Imagine if I got the Lunala. I've got to change the Necrozma overlay as well. Lunala. Let's pull that up while we're doing this. Ooh, that's nice. Such a nice shiny as well. Right, where are you, Necrozma? Because we've got you. Lunala, Lunala. The bat. The bat is nice. Right, so this would be run 1. Let's try and finish this Golurk off. Run from here. And then I think it's this, isn't it? So we'll need to go back to 1. Set that down. This will be the first run. Cool. $60 Pokemon, yeah. I said 40 before. I'm totally misleading Sergio. Olio, thank you so much, mate. I can't believe it. I cannot believe we got the shiny Necrozma. It's crazy. This is the last one I need for the project I'm doing. So I'm hoping. Imagine if, like, all I can say is imagine if we got it the first time through. That would make my absolute day. That would be incredible. Computer world is so big. I've been looking at a new computer today. Oh, Bex, I know. I'm dreading the thought. I've probably got like another year, maybe tops with my PC before I'm going to probably need to upgrade it. And I'm kind of dreading the day when that comes. I just feel I'll let someone else take the Golurk because I'm hoping someone takes it because I took the Durant. But yeah, I'm dreading it. I'm dreading the day because I just don't know enough. And every time I think I know enough, like I got a laptop recently and I was like, yeah, it's good. But there's so many things on it that I'm like, I just didn't look into if it had those specs or not and had those things. And it's really annoying to use when I'm away needing to record videos now. And I wish I'd just, yeah, done a little bit more research. But good luck with it. I'm sure you'll do a way better job than me. And once it's done, it'll be nice. Love getting new PCs, but also work in IT. So, Caleb, so you're the person to ask about all of this stuff. Now you've given me the hope. I'm gonna be like, Caleb, I need to do this. What can I get? If only there is a shiny Terror Raids for legendary Pokemon with increased shiny odds would prolong Scarlet and Violet. That would be amazing. If we got that, that would be so good, wouldn't it? They just surprise rabbit out of the hat, pulled that out for us in the summer just to be like, yeah, well, we wait for ZA. We're just gonna do these boosted shiny raids. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy them. Gonna do one a week. Sergio, I'd rather build a new PC. The thing is, like, pretty much the PC that I've got now I pretty much built most of it really from the bare bones that it was. Everything that's in there has pretty been added to. Like I upgraded the CPU, the RAM, graphics card, internal cooling system. So I added like pretty much everything, the important bits in it. I did all myself. I'd like to probably build my own, I think, when I come to get one. But it's just knowing the best bits to get and like what's compatible with what, you know. Bex, that is handy. That is very handy. Never mind the Squirtle squad. We've got half the Geek squad in here. Yeah, well, that's true. And that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. Great job, team. Smashed this, Lunala. Made it easy with, like, not the best team either. Tony, once again, my friend, I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. This has made my life so much easier. And the video possible. Who's on team AMD and who's on team Intel? I've got my PC's Intel, my laptop's AMD, and I prefer my PC. So does that make me team Intel? If we get the shiny, if any of you, good luck. Hopefully some of you get the shiny. One of you gets a shiny. multiple of you get the shiny Lunala. Right, so Magneton, no. Durant, no. Gerlach, no. Lunala, no. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. You can't expect to get it in the first one, but I do need to save it. Save the route. Yes. Yes. We've got it. That's amazing. Okay. Right. Is it going to be top of the list? Lunala. Right. Awesome. If you want to run through it again, I can share a code, I guess. If you guys want to jump in, I'll do code 122525558. So that will be the code if anyone wants to hop in and do it. And I guess I'll invite others. Make it easier for running through. Nose Horse, no, the Zygote's still there. I'm pretty sure like up to over 70 runs through with the Zygote now. Was looking for shiny Poipole. Got it after 2,000 resets. I love my new jacket. I love that username as well. I love a new jacket. Being serious. But congrats on the shiny Poipole. It's not a bad amount of resets either. For Millennium Falcon might not look like much, but it'll get you there. Yes, mate. I love it. Yeah, I think the motherboard that I got, Sergio, in the original PC, because I was like such a noob when I bought the PC. I bought like when I needed a new PC, I was like just looked online and I was like, oh, this is a gaming PC, so I'll get it. And I just expected it to do all the things that I wanted. And then I soon realized that it didn't, like for a gaming PC, it didn't even have a graphics card in it. Had the Intel one, but I mean, that's not really anything to be able to run stuff on. So I was like, okay. But the motherboard that I got could only upgrade to a certain CPU, so I just maxed it out. And it's been good since, with the RAM increase and things like that. So yeah, but I feel like it'll be like a rabbit hole I'll need to go down again to if I'm doing any upgrades or anything like that. But that's why I say like with the next one I'll have to get a completely new PC really. Terrence, haven't been on the Switch in a while. So if you go to the lady scientist and then you go into the raid, say anything is fine, and then you come to this screen, you press the plus button, put the code in that I've got, which is the link code up in the top right hand corner of this Dynamax Adventure screen, and then you invite others, and then it should pull you into this raid. Should do. Exactly. Red Dad Online. I mean, that is me in a nutshell. Can't run this one, but could run the last one. Nice Necrozma day. Thanks as always for the stream. Joe, thanks for coming by, mate. And thank you again. I'm so pleased we managed to get a shiny today. Come back. Good fashion as well. Looks like I'll be running this one myself. Sad times. My PC parts builder checks for compatibility parts. Oh, that is super handy, Sergio. Thank you, mate. So glad I've been able to help you. Tony, honestly, thank you so much. I cannot say how much I appreciate it, mate. That's being cancelled. Okay. Let's try again. No, I don't want the Zygote. Nope. Almost makes me want to delete the Zygote, but I'm not going to. Just because I have to press that one down button. Okay, let's try it again. So on this screen, we'll go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. So make it nice and simple. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. And then, yep. And then invite others. Okay. Is there still a PC master race? Oh, we all gamers again. Asking for a friend. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to know for your friend as well. But way too many hours into Football Manager 2024 already. Which team are you gone with, Sean? 25 shinies away from completing my Gen 1 shiny living deck. Necrozma, that's amazing. Which ones have you got left to go for? Callum, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you, my friend. I hope you're having a great start to your week. And thanks so much for hopping in and joining the stream with us today. Mainly because Elden Ring DLC is dropping next week. Exciting, mate. Very exciting. Kelly, how are you doing? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a great start to your week. Busy weekend with yard work. Planted lots of lily bulbs and tomato, cucumbers and peppers. Different herbs. Hopefully keep away the deer. Oh, hopefully. That's amazing though. You're gonna have like an amazing crop when they all fruit later in the year. That's awesome. Sean, you're playing as Cheltenham. Nice, mate. They have no budget. Crappy chairman. So good challenge. It sounds like a good challenge, mate. If anyone does want to jump in, we got a minute left before we jump into the raid. And Sucrose, Omanite, Omastar, Kabuto, Kabutops, and Mewtwo, which I'll be doing full odds in BDSP. Wow. Mate, good luck with those. I hope you have a lot of luck getting them very, very soon. They're probably like the hardest ones you could have said. But I have faith. I think you'll get them no trouble at all. In the championship at the moment, should get promoted to the Prem this season. Nice, mate. Should pick up some youngsters from Newcastle. Lewis Miley. I don't know what season you're in though, so I don't know how much further on Lewis Miley is on. But yeah, he'd be a good pickup, I think. Can you gift membership when you're member yourself? Can you only gift? No, you can gift membership. I remember I went into, I think Chem. I only know this because when Chem was doing his, was it 24-hour subathon stream? I dropped in and I gifted a bunch of members, but I'm not a member of Chem's stream channel. But I jumped in and I gifted some members, so you can do it without being a member. Yeah, just to give a little bit of support for what he was doing. Just finishing up my Dynamax, so won't get there in time. Petro, no problem, mate. Thank you though for offering anyway. Sadly at work team, so can't join the adventures. Hopefully I do one of these through the week. If we're going for the Lunala might take a long time to get. You never know. It can be the funny Dynamax adventure is where they can take ages to do. You can not get them for forever. You can get the worst luck like we're having with the Zygarde. It's not the worst luck, but we're not getting the best of luck with it. But then you get very lucky with it. The Ghost Route's probably the one, isn't it? Let's go this way. It's the way I would say. Did you see Longstaff was linked to Leicester? I did. If I'm honest, I'd be like, I prefer to keep Longstaff at Newcastle. I think he's a good, like, I know Tonali's going to be back next season. That's great, right? Tonali's an amazing player. But I think Longstaff is shown like that he's good enough to play at a good level in the Prem. And I think I'd keep him. But for PSR, you can see why it would be a good move for the club, because he's come through the youth academy. It's 100% profit. I think it'd just be a little bit sad. We are stacked in midfield though if everyone stays fit, but yeah, I did see that. I think I'd probably like more towards 20 million though. I think 15's a little bit cheap, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I can't see him going though, because I feel like Eddie wouldn't want to lose him. Will there be a afternoon stream? Will there be an afternoon stream? Not today, mate, unfortunately. We'll be back Wednesday this week, so that'll be the next time we'll be able to hop on this week. So nothing tomorrow, but Wednesday, we should be Thursday and Friday, so we should see the week out from there on. Which would be nice. We are still doing Dynamax Adventures in a couple of weeks. I go on vacation at the end of the month, so I'd be able to join then too, Caleb. In one way, I kind of hope we are, but in another way, I hope I'm not, because it would mean that I'm still doing the Lunala, and that is going to be brutal. So in a little way, which I hope you can understand, we got the Zygarde to do, so we'll be doing the Zygarde at some point. I just hope that the Lunala one we can do and get that finished up soon. Who would I sell? I would sell Callum Wilson, Miguel Almiron. I would sell Trippier as well. I think Trippier's gone anyway. Trippier's gone. I honestly think. I've heard stuff from sources to say Trippier's going. Anyway, so I do think he's on his way out. And I think if you look at all of his interviews recently, didn't talk about Newcastle like he did when he first joined us. He's very reluctant to mention us. And I think that's got a big part to play with it. So yeah, I think get rid of Trippier, Wilson. I'd only get rid of Wilson if we brought someone else in though. Because I think like Wilson, the thing is with Wilson, he's just not reliable. Like he's an amazing striker. He's probably one of the best strikers I've seen at Newcastle. But he's just not reliable. Like his injuries records, absolutely terrible. So when you need a striker, he's just not available. So for that reason, I would sell him. Sell him, Miggy, Trippier. And I think between the three, you get a decent amount of money for them. Dubravka I'd get rid of as well. But yeah, they'd probably be the four. And I think with those four, if we sold them, we get a decent amount of money where we'd be in a good place to recruit, reinvest the money well. So yeah, gotta run. Professor Oak, see you Wednesday, mate. It's great catching up with you again today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for coming by as well. The bio from Luton is available on the free. I think could be a great backup for Isaac. That would be, I would definitely take. Yeah, that would be an amazing signing. That would be, yeah. It looks like we're going to get Trafford in. I think personal terms has been reported that personal terms have been agreed between Newcastle and Trafford. I think it's just the fee between Newcastle and Burnley. I'm pretty excited to get Trafford in. I think he's a good keeper, and he's very young as well. It's a lot of stick for like the season that he had last year, but it wasn't the strongest Burnley team, was it? So I think he did all right for what he was like, what he had in front of him. So yeah, but we need a striker, left-sided winger, I think, to replace Miggy. The thing is with Miggy, all the noise coming out is that Miggy doesn't want to leave Newcastle, but he's like one of the players that we could sell, I think, for a decent price. But it sounds like he wants to stay with us, but I don't know. We'll have to see what happens there. I like Miguel Almiron. He's just got no end product. That's the problem. He's crossing's terrible. And I'd prefer to keep someone like Murphy. Trafford is cheaper than Mamardashvili as well. Yeah, I mean Mamardashvili would be like the dream signing, but I think that would result in Pope going. And I think Tossin not coming to us and going to Chelsea's probably scuppered that. Whereas I think if Tossin had come to us, I think we probably have a bit more money to spend in that position, which may have seen us get. I can't keep using these. I need to keep these lash outs. Forget that they're so low PP, unless we get a leper berry. And the Mexico 2-3 Brazil match knocked the wind out of me on Saturday. Truly sad times. Brazil are strong, mate. So Mexico, though. I didn't see the game, but hopefully it was enjoyable, mate, throughout, other than the result. Sean, take care, mate. Oh, no, you're not gone. Just Professor Oak's gone. I saw people saying bye to you. I was like, you're off. You're not. Cal, been waiting for you to go live to ask you something. That VGC a few streams back where the dude showed the stream battle summary screen. Terrapagos been hacked, genned in. He lost though, and you ironically did the winner interview. Your thoughts and such. Yeah, I missed that in the match when the match was going on. I saw him flick through the summary screen, go into the Pokemon, but I wasn't paying attention to the OT, and it wasn't until after the interview that got flagged up to me. But that was well after that had been flagged up. My thoughts on it. I think it's a stupid move. Whether we're on stream or not, I think it should have been checked in court before that point of the tournament. So we're like 5-0. And they were disqualified from that point on. But I mean, they traveled from the US, right? But I don't know. I don't know the situation with, were they in a really bad predicament where they couldn't get Pokemon and they changed their team last minute, so it was like that was their only option. They didn't have friends that had those Pokemon for them to be able to run that team. I don't know what the situation was, but at the end of the day, like if you're changing your team and the only option if you're changing your team is to use hacked Pokemon, I think like the answer is pretty obvious. Like just don't play that team, play your other team that you had prepared, because like inevitably that is going to happen. Like with those OTs, you're not going to get away with it, and like it's been shown so many times this season that that's the case. I just think, what were you thinking? What were you thinking would have been my thing. I don't know, but I just think it's like a real stupid move to do, especially now. How is he caught? Olio was on the stream, so I think he would have had a hat check at some point where it would have got pulled up. But on the stream, they went into the summary screen of the Pokemon, and it was like freemons.org or something was the OT. So it's like, it's obviously a hacked Pokemon, right? So, I mean, I feel bad for the trainer, but at the same time, I kind of have no sympathy with like how stringent the hack checks are now. I mean, come on. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's so obvious. Yeah. And it's hard to say like you should have been checked like before then. Like in an ideal world, yes, but when you've got like, I think there was nearly 1,000 players in Bologna, so it's like it's hard for the judges to kind of catch all of them, you know, hack check everyone. You can't physically do it. There's just not enough staff to do that. But yeah, it was, you know, one of those things. It's going to happen probably at most tournaments. At least it got pulled up before it was like deeper into the tournament, you know. I know we talked about Gen and thing before, and in my opinion, it's more skill than the mons you have. But yeah, showing the OT and screen, clearly hacked mon is kind of dumb. Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean, Caleb, and I agree with you to a certain extent. But at the same time, I just think like it's easier to breed it and create a team in Scarlet and Violet than we've ever had it before. So they're making it easier for players to do it in game. The problem is getting Pokemon like Calyrex, which they've not made accessible other than you going out and buying Sword and Shield and the DLCs. Those kind of things, I think, come on, make it more accessible for those new players in Scarlet and Violet, because you're going to get players that are just new to the game, want to play competitive, that are just in Scarlet and Violet. Like, it feels bad to make them have to go and buy Sword and Shield and the DLC and then play through the whole games. Like, it's a business at the end of the day, so you can see why they do it, but it's like so easy to fix if you just like allowed us to have Calyrex and a raid. I've said this like a million times before. But I guess the other thing is with it, let me just lock in this move and we'll go. Is like I tried to get a 0 speed Calyrex and then realized that you can't even skip bits in the DLC, so you've got to play through the whole Sword and Shield game, because you can't catch Calyrex unless you're the champion. So it's like the time commitment as well. It's not just like the $90 ticket with the game in the DLC. It's like time commitment on top of that. So there are some places where I think the accessibility for Pokemon, especially in a restricted format, need to be a little bit improved. But yeah, skipping around the hack thing, like just don't do it, you know? You're gonna get caught. If you hack your Pokemon, you'll get caught. That's basically the rule of thumb to like going into these tournaments. That is basically gonna happen, you know? And then you've got no one to blame. I think now with like such high stakes at tournaments, it's like it's not worth it. Just put the time in to get the Pokemon. If you can yourself, if not, try and get a network of people that you know that you can trust. I mean, it could have been genned in such a way that it's not obvious. I mean, that's the other thing, Olio. Yeah, make it less obvious that it was genned. I mean, you know, there are ways of doing it, and that is not one of the ways. Amazing to see so many different restrictors have won an event. Yeah, Tony, I agree. It's amazing. I cannot wait for Worlds because I think it's like this single restricted format. It feels a lot more about the little text that you're bringing, like the unique Pokemon choices, like the Overquill that Henry brought, and you know all these other Pokemon that are like freeing up these restrictors to be able to kind of function in slightly different ways. And I think we're going to see a lot more of it at Worlds as well. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys saw Japan National Championships. That was awesome, like crazy teams. And I know that tournament structure is a bit different because it's like best of 1 until top 8, and then it goes to a best of 3. So and it's open team sheets, but they don't reveal the Terra types and the open team sheets, which is like so crazy. It's like wild. Like the one thing that you really want to know, probably more than anything else on your opponent's team, is the Terra types. Because yeah, in a best of 1 situation, it's crazy. We can't terrestrialize. Okay, so we've got Lash Out. We'll just use that. That should do a decent amount of damage. But yeah. Oh no, Sean, I'm done when I give a bottle cap to my 2 IV attack one. That is, mate, no. Oh, I can't believe you did that. That is rough, mate. My bro is new to VGC in the game, doesn't want to play it now that the restrictors are allowed because it takes too much time and money to try and get everything. Yeah, and I think that was the problem when they like allowed in stuff that you could transfer from home, which included all of the Hisui Pokemon. Like we had that stretch at, what was it, Regulation F, where Hisui and Arcanine was like obviously the best Intimidator in the format, but if you didn't have Legends Arceus or the DLCs, you would kind of like get a huge disadvantage to use that, like to do well in that format, because didn't mean you were going to lose, but you were definitely at a disadvantage. Like not having access to Blood Moon, like Ursaluna and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, it just feels bad, especially in a competitive format. I don't know. I just wish they'd make stuff a bit more accessible or have different events that made those a bit more accessible, even if it was like a low ticket amount, like a $5 event ticket that was like a raid in game where you could get Calyrex, or you could get, you know, just that Blood Moon or just that Hisuian Arcanine without needing like the DLC packs or another game to get them. It would be a nice way for them to kind of do it, and they'd still make money from it, because like at the end of the day you can see the reasons why they do it, because it is a business, right? You need to make money as a business. You got a bottom line, you got people you're reporting back to and stuff like that, so you get it. But there are other ways to make it a bit more accessible. Right, let's see, final raid of the day. Have we got the shiny Ditto? Would have been nice. Is it going to be shiny Lunala? It's not. Okay, but that was a good run. Let's do one more hunt for the Heracross and we'll see if we can get a shiny before we end up today. But it's been an amazing stream. Thank you so much to everyone that's come out to the stream today, friends. We were lucky enough to get the Necrozma, which was awesome. So a good way to kick off the week, and we'll be back later this week, of course, with more Soul Silver hunting, and we'll continue the Lunala hunt as well now. I wonder how many runs through the raid den it's going to be to get the Lunala. Right, what are we with the Heracross? Let's take it to, yeah, 865, unless this is it, and then we'll go to 868. 866, I should say, because this one isn't. We'll do one more, and then we'll call it a day. But it's been really nice. Sorry it's not a longer stream, but I did have a couple of spare hours, so I was like, I'll jump on, we'll do it. Got a shiny link. Yeah, Kyle, I'll pull it up. I'll show you. We got that today, so that was nice earlier on. The Necrozma that we did get earlier today was this one. So we just need the Lunala. That was the Necrozma that we got, which was awesome. So we got the Lunala to go. Huge thanks to Tony for giving us the route for the Lunala, because that is going to be such a time saver. Now the Heracross is going to be like, nah, I'm not showing up for a while now. We're committed. We have to end on an even number. But yeah, I'm sorry. I go on and on and on about the issues in VG. VG is amazing. The competitive scene is great, but there are some issues I think with it that I would love to see improved in game terms. But yeah, going back to the original point, I think if you go into a tournament, just get your Pokemon legit, and then you won't run the risk. But that is yeah, that's we'll call it there, because otherwise I'll go on forever. We'll lock it in and we'll drop a save, and then we'll come back to this later in the week. We'll be back streaming Wednesday, friends. If you are around then, it would be great to see you there. But thank you so much to everyone that's come out to the stream today. And like I say, a good way to kick off with the shiny Necrozma, which is super nice to get. So have a great rest of your day, friends. Again, thank you so much. Big shout out to Tony. I cannot thank you enough, and the rest of you and everyone else that joined in, all the subscriptions and new members as well that we've had today. So thank you so much, friends. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you later in the week. Until then, friends, take care of yourselves. Bye bye.